All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, all at Staten Island, my homeboro Brooklyn. Back out with another video, and this is going to be on the legendary Tim Duncan's legendary 2003 playoff run. Tim Duncan is one of the more underrated players in NBA history. He's easily top 10. You can argue he's top 5. I don't have him in my top 5, but if someone say Tim Duncan's top 5, that's definitely reasonable. I mean, Tim Duncan, I enjoyed watching Tim Duncan. A lot of people don't like watching him because he was boring, stuff like that. He having, power dunks like Shaq. He wasn't as smooth as Hakeem Olajuwon, something like that. But he got all the little fundamental things right. Hence his nickname, the Big Fundamental, which Shaq gave to him. Because Tim Duncan was, I enjoyed watching him play, but, and I miss watching him play. The Spurs haven't been the same since he left, as we all know. Of course, he was named one of the 75 best players in NBA history, of course, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. And let's get into this playoff run of his. Now, Tim Duncan finished that 2003 regular season, averaging 23 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, 4 assists a game, 3 blocks a game, shot 51% of the field. He led the Spurs to a 16-22 record and the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. And he was named for the second consecutive season league MVP. He'd won the previous year in 2001-02, even though, to me, Jason Kidd should have got it, but it is what it is. We can debate that another day. But anyway, with the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, they got home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Here's Timmy with his wife and his MVP trophy. In the first round against the Phoenix Suns, Tim Duncan averaged 19 points a game, 16 rebounds a game, 5 assists a game, 3.5 blocks a game, shot 52% for the field. His standout game to me was Game 4 when he had 23 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks. And forgive me for these pictures. I couldn't find a lot of great pictures from the 2003 playoff run, so forgive me for this. But the Spurs closed out the Phoenix Suns in 6 games, and they advanced all the way to the conference semifinals where they faced the Los Angeles Lakers, who were the 3-time defending NBA champions, and they had eliminated the Spurs in the prior 2 playoff rounds. 0-1 they swept them, 0-2 they beat them again in the conference finals. The conference semifinals, And the reason why the Lakers were so easily able to dominate the Spurs is not because of the great Shaquille O'Neal and he would ragdoll David Robinson and Tim Duncan, but also because Kobe Bryant would dog the Spurs backcourt. No disrespect, but Avery Johnson and Sean Elliott and them boys, come on. Kobe would just dog them. Of course, Derek Fisher would as well. So that's why the Lakers were so easily able to dominate them. But in 2003, the Spurs had Tony Parker, who was in his second year, and they had Manu Ginobili. So Ginobili and Parker kept Kobe and D. Fish busy in the backcourt. And, of course, Timmy was just on with his entire playoff series. Second round, he averaged 28 points per game, 12 rebounds a game, 5 assists a game, 1 block a game, shot 53% from the field. And close out Game 6, which means the standout game of the series for Tim Duncan, he had 37 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. And the Spurs ended the Lakers' 3-year run on the NBA. Of course, the Lakers ended up going back to the finals in 2004, but it was a different Lakers team, and they were done by that point. Anyway, they advanced all the way to the Western Conference Finals, where they faced the Dallas Mavericks, led by Dirk Nowitzki and Steve Nash. In the conference finals, Tim Duncan averaged 28 points a game, 17 rebounds a game, 6 assists a game, 3 blocks a game, and shot 57% from the field. You see how Tim Duncan's numbers are going up round by round? And in Game 3, he had 34 points, 24 rebounds, 6 assists, and 6 blocks. This was probably Tim Duncan's best all-around game of the playoffs. And anyway, the Spurs eliminated the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games and advanced back to the NBA Finals for the first time in 4 years. Obviously, they went in 99, which was a lockout year. They won. But a lot of people put an asterisk next to that championship, so this was the Spurs' motivation in 2003. In the NBA Finals, they faced Jason Kidd-led New Jersey Nets. Jason Kidd had second year Richard Jefferson. They had Kenyon Martin, who I believe was in his 4th year, his 3rd or 4th year out of Cincinnati. So the Nets had a nice squad, but they were no match for the Spurs and Tim Duncan, who in the NBA Finals averaged 24 points a game, 17 rebounds a game, 5 assists a game, 5 blocks a game, and shot 49.5% from the field. And then to the closeout Game 6, Tim Duncan had one of the greatest playoff performances to me of all time. He had 21 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists, and he had 8 blocks. But really, he had 10 blocks. Tim Duncan had a quadruple double in Game 6 of the NBA Finals in the closeout game. but the NBA took two of the blocks away from him. They gave them both to David Robinson. Tim Duncan was robbed of perhaps the greatest closeout performance in NBA Finals history. And yeah, I said that. I said that. If the NBA gave Tim Duncan those two blocks, I would put his Game 6 over Magic Johnson's Game 6 in 1980, Jordan's Game 6 in 1998, which I'm going to be doing a video on Jordan's 98 playoff run very soon. But hey, it is what it is. But it was still an all-time great performance. And the San Antonio Spurs, for the second time in the last 4 years, were NBA champions. David Robinson, the man known as the Admiral, went out as a champion, and Tim Duncan, for the second time in his career, was named Finals MVP. Deservingly so, because he had a historically great playoff run. But anyway, what do you Spurs faithful think? Was this Timmy's best playoff run? Was his finest postseason? Let me know in the comment section down below. Was his best overall season? I want to know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And like I said, the videos on Kobe's 2010 playoff run and Jordan's 98 playoff run are coming. I'm going to be doing Larry Bird's 1986 playoff run. I'm also doing Hakeem Olajuwon's 1995 playoff run. Those are coming, so just be patient. They'll be here soon, and I'll see you all.